welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do my June favorites today, and I feel like I have quite a few products, so I want to jump right in. I will say my very favorite is my new, and I'm going to show you the mirror, you've got my lights in the background. It's my new Alex drawers and the desktop that came with it. I have this like little haven now. The only thing I don't like about it is that now I'm not in front of my window. My window's over here. The lighting, this is like a brown wall. It's so dark. So right now I've rigged up like my ring lights over here instead of behind me because I left my tripod in my husband's car. So it's trying to like illuminate the background. It's dark, okay? I'm completely aware it's dark and I am completely trying to fix it. But that is my absolute very, very favorite. I will say, if any of you have Alex drawers, please let me know the best place to buy containers that fit inside of them to organize your makeup. Because right now I feel like it's the same amount of storage as I had before. And I need something that's going to be able to consolidate product within the drawers, if that makes sense. So if you have Alex drawers and you know where I can get those like little plastic containers, please let me know. Okay, so some of these things are brand new to me in the month of June, and some of them are not. Most of my favorites are not favorites based on what I bought that month. It's just what I use the most of. Okay, I had to move back a little bit. I do want to say real quick, so nobody asked me what I did. I had this huge bruise on my arm. Took my 4-year-old to the bathroom at the pool. She saw a bug on the wall, completely flipped her lid, pushed me back when she was flipping her lid, and I ran right into the purse holder on the door. Didn't feel good. So I'm going to start out with a couple of complexion products. I was in Honduras, if you follow me, you know, for a week in June. And I didn't wear too much makeup because, you know, you're working outside all day. It's really hot. But we did do dinners. There was a big group of us. You want to put yourself together a little bit after being nasty all day. So the only product that I took, and one that I absolutely adore, is the Physicians Formula Argan Wear BB Cream. I have the color light medium. I featured this in my Out the Door Drugstore tutorial and just love it. It has amazing coverage for a BB cream. I'm on the first product and I can't talk. It has amazing coverage for a BB cream. It lasts all day on my skin. It does have a strong smell, but it dissipates very quickly. So I highly recommend this. Physicians Formula is a little bit more expensive for a drugstore brand, but it still is a really nice BB cream, and it has SPF 30. So that's always a big plus. Next foundation that I've been wearing almost the rest of the month. A few days I wore my Nars foundation, but that'll probably be in next month's favorites. But this one is, I don't even remember which, the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation review that I did. I had mentioned that I was wearing a foundation the day before that absolutely had no transfer in the gym. And everybody was like, what was it? What was it? And I finally remembered. It's the Lorac Sheer Porefection foundation. I have done a first impression and review on this. Absolutely love it. I think it's amazing for summer because it is super lightweight, but it still gives a good solid medium coverage, and it just really makes your skin look flawless. So that has been what I've been using the rest of the month. Sticking on, I guess, complexion theme, what I would do after I got done with all of my makeup, where you would either use a setting spray or a MAC Fix Plus spray or something of that nature, I use this product. It was one of those gift with purchase when you spend $25 at Sephora. So once I got my first one, I loved it so much that I turned around and made 2 other separate orders so that I could get 2 more of the same thing. And I'm talking about, and I'm going to have to put a picture up somewhere. Hopefully I can do this. It's the Pharmacy hydrating spray. And I'm going to have to put a picture because I could not stand the bottle that it was in. The mist was definitely not fine. So I put it all in this bottle. I put the 3. So that's how much, well, that's not how much 3 because I've already gone through half of one of them. But it's quite a bit of product for free. So the only thing I don't like is that this mist isn't all that great either. It's pretty hard mist. So I've got to find a good bottle to put that in, but I absolutely love it. It's a lot like MAC Fix Plus, but it's got like a very medicinal spa-like smell to it. And it just, it really takes all the powder away. It just makes you look like vibrant and youthful and really, really good. So I have really been enjoying that. And of course, it's awesome to take in your purse, especially those smaller bottles, and like spritz on your face throughout the day. Really, really nice. Couple of products that I've been loving for the face. I have been using this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder almost, I would say probably 75% of the month. It's just a nice pressed powder. I have the color medium. I love the convenience of pressed powders. I love the look of loose powders on the skin, but the convenience of pressed powders can't be beat. It's just not messy. You can stick it in your purse. And this is the one pressed powder that I can say I love just as much as any loose powder I own. It's absolutely amazing. It gives a flawless, just like it says, flawless finish to the skin. It takes away your pores. It fills in the fine lines. It's almost like a primer in a powder form. So definitely recommend this. She only has 3 shades, which is, I don't know, but medium I feel like is kind of universal. I have used this on some of my clients as well, and I really do enjoy it. So check that out. Beautylish sells it. I mean, it's $45, a little bit steep for a powder, but really for Charlotte Tilbury, that's not that expensive because you're going to pay that, I mean, with almost any other high-end brand at Sephora. So check it out. Nordstrom or Beautylish is where I get most of my Charlotte Tilbury products. Now, I'm like flinging this around. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzer brush. Now, it is very, very, very fluffy, natural hair brush. I have been on the search for like the perfect, ideal, holy grail bronzer brush for ages. I feel like I've tried everything, and while I have some brushes that I really like for certain bronzers, I wanted one that I knew I could use for every single one, no fail. It would blend it out as I was applying it, and I finally found it in this brush. This is a little bit more of an expensive brush. I can't remember exactly. I'll try to annotate it, but I think it was like $48. And there are very mixed reviews on this brush because I researched and I researched and I researched, and so many people, I mean so many people, either love this brush or they can't stand this brush. And the main reason I found for not liking it was they said that it shed, that it literally had like little baby brush hairs all over their face as they were applying their bronzer. I don't find that to be the case. I think one hair in the 6 weeks that I've had this brush has come up on my face. I've washed it 3 times since I've gotten it, deep cleaned it 3 times, and it has not shed when I've deep cleaned it. So I don't know if like the brushes maybe from Sephora are different from the ones you get from Bobbi Brown. I did get this from the Bobbi Brown website, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but I really like it. So coming from, I don't have anything bad to say. Love, 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 love this bronzer brush. I feel like every bronzer I've used it with, it just goes on flawlessly. I've been using it in a lot of tutorials. This is a new product for me. This blush, I just can't get enough of this blush. And you've seen it talked about in so many videos. I know I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but the new Becca Luminous blushes, I only have the color in Camellia, but it's this beautiful luminous, obviously, pink shade, and it brings like a nice flush to your cheeks. I was scared of this to begin with because of all the luminous blushes, because I like a little bit of sheen, but I don't want a highlight on my cheeks per se. I want it on the top of my cheeks. I don't want it on my cheeks. It doesn't do that. It's just like a nice wash, like flush of color on your cheeks. It's so beautiful. I forgot to say, because I always forget to say, I am wearing the Lorac foundation and the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I was going to wear the blush, but I went a little bit warmer on my eyes, so I did not wear the pink today, but I have been wearing it probably 95% of the month. I absolutely love it. This is a powder product for the eyes. I have 2 things for the eyes. Actually, I think I'm going to start with this one because everybody's been talking about this one, so I'm going to go really quick. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I did a whole video designated solely for this palette. It's absolutely, I don't know. I do know. I think this and the Too Faced are my favorite palette, hands down. I've been wearing this almost every day. It's all I have on my eyes today. It's absolutely amazing, versatile, pigmented, creamy, buttery, blendable, absolutely amazing. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Everybody loves it. This is another eyeshadow that I've pulled out recently because honestly I forgot that I had it. It was in a little drawer. Single eyeshadows tend to like get lost in my collection, but this one, somebody was talking about how it finally came back in stock on Sephora, and I was like, oh, I have that. And this is the Kat Von D Single Shadow, their Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. And it is the white pearly color that she came out with in the collection. And it's, I don't know if, can you see that? How can you not see that? Holy cow. It is so beautiful. Now, I will say, my favorite way to wear this, I've worn it a few times just on the lid, but it is like super in your face bright. But it is hands down the best, better than nylon in my opinion, inner corner highlight for your eyes. It's what I have on my inner corners today. It is like in your face, but you can also go real subtle with it, and it's not crazy pigmented. It's just all around a fabulous eyeshadow. And like I said, I did hear that it came back in stock on Sephora, so I would check it out. It's totally worth the little bit of a higher price tag because you do get a large amount of product, and it is so beautiful. All right, a few more things. This is a random brush that I wanted to talk about. This is, I actually have two of these. I had bought in the past month. I bought one drugstore gel eyeliner in the past month, and then I had bought another gel eyeliner from the drugstore like 3 months ago. And these little tiny brushes, I'm gonna pull it up here. These little brushes come with those eyeliners in the drugstore. And most of the brushes that come with anything I buy in the drugstore, I immediately throw out. For some reason, I didn't do that with this brush, and I looked at it and I was like, that might work for tight lining and putting gel liner in the waterline. So I took it to the next event that I had, or the next client that I had, and I used it, and it's fabulous. It is the best brush I have found to tightline and waterline with gel eyeliners. Do not throw these brushes away. Do not, especially if you're a makeup artist, collect them. If you're not, keep one of them and try to use a gel liner on your waterline and tightline. It's amazing. I love this find. Like, this might be my favorite of the month. Okay, totally random hair product. I had a client 3 weeks ago that asked me to do her hair, and I don't normally do hair. I solely focus on makeup because I'm just not really that good on hair. But she showed me like the pictures. It was fairly simple. It was just a crisscross long hair or curly. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I was rummaging through my hair products trying to figure out what I was going to pack, and I came across this. This is the Garnier Fruit Tea Style Deconstructed Texture Tease Dry Touch Finish Spray with Micro Mineral Powder. That's a long name. It says it holds lift and texture with a reworkable finish, and it's number 3 hold on the scale of 1 to 5. Now, I used it on her and absolutely love it because I don't do anybody's hair without using a texture spray first. I use it on my hair because it is so limp, and I'm about to go get it cut again next week, and I can't wait, but it's just so, like, I wash it and it just sticks to my head, and it's just so limp. And so I use this like I would a dry shampoo, but since I didn't need a dry shampoo, I had just washed my hair, I sprayed it in, like I took sections and I sprayed it in each section and then just like scrunched it up with my fingers. Yes. Gave my hair so much body and lift and life, and it stayed all day. The only con to this is that it does give you that like kind of crunchy texture to your hair where you can tell you have product in it. But I don't feel like I need to wash my hair more often than I do when I'm not using this, and it just really is a nice hair product from the drugstore. And I will say, I don't normally like Garnier Fructis products as a whole, but I really enjoyed this. Last but certainly not least is my favorite lip product of the month. While I was going through, and I'm still not done like transferring all my makeup to the Alex stores, but while I was going through everything, kind of trying to get rid of stuff that I didn't need anymore, I came across these 4 lipsticks that I have from Sephora. Okay, it's their Black Rouge line. 2 of them I have are just the Sephora Rouge line, and 2 of them are the Rouge Shine. So I'm going to go through the ones that I have and do swatches for you. The 2 regular Sephora Rouge, I have the color Ingenuous, which is what I have, one of the ones that I have on my lips right now. It's a little bit of a darker nude, and it's got a touch of pink in it. Really creamy. This formula is super creamy. The next of the Rouge colors that I have just says, actually this one is a Rouge Shine. All 3 of the ones that I have left are Rouge Shines. This is a very pinky color. And the thing I like about the Rouge Shines is that you do not need to add an extra lip gloss on it. That's this color right here. I don't want to get too close because my lighting is so off. It gets really dark. But it's just a nice pinky color. Almost reminds me of Cream Cup from MAC. And it just is the color number 4. And this one just has a shine to it. The next two I'm going to show you have almost like sparkle particles in them to where you definitely don't need to wear lip gloss. But this one's just a really nice, almost like a cream sheen formula from MAC. So these next two are the ones with like almost sparkle in them. It's kind of crazy. I wouldn't say they're a frost by any means, but it just gives the illusion that you are wearing a lip gloss over your lips. And it's the perfect one and done. Put it on your lips, keep it in your purse. Don't worry about having to have a mirror. It's that perfect kind of lipstick. This is the Rouge Shine number 2, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's right here, and it's the nudist color of the 4 that I have. And this I put over that first color right here. So that I topped that color with the number 2. And then the final one I have is number 5, and it's probably the sparkliest of the bunch, and it actually looks a little patchy when I swatch it, but it still is a really nice topper. So again, this is number 5, and it's like a candy pink. So I just really am enjoying those. I'm glad I found them in my stash because I forgot about them, and I just think they're really good, and they're pretty inexpensive. I think they're like $12.50, $13 each. I'll try to link them below. Knowing me, they're discontinued. I have that luck so much, and I really should do a little bit more research before I sit down and film. What are you gonna do? I like them. So that is all of my favorites for the month of June, and I'm super excited about July. I'm going to Florida. I'm just having, I don't know, it's going to be a good month, so I'm excited, and I've purchased a lot of new things. I'm going to have a haul coming up next week, and I'm sure a lot of those will be in my July favorites. So let me know what your favorites were this month. As always, thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a very blessed day.